Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel for Thursday, March the 24th as the Oilers take on the San Jose Sharks at the Rogers Place in Edmonton. The San Jose Sharks record going into this game is 28-27-8 for 64 points. The Oilers are 35-24-5 for 75 points. Sharks visiting record is 13-13-4. The Oilers home record is 19-12-0. Currently, the San Jose Sharks are pretty much a foregone conclusion for this year's playoff bid, as they are 7th in the division and 13th in the conference. Meanwhile, the Edmonton Oilers are in the thick of things, being 3rd in the division and 7th in the conference. The Oilers have a better power play, being 5th in the league with 24.61 to the 21st power play of the San Jose Sharks at 18.86. However, the San Jose Sharks have a much better penalty kill than the Oilers, being 3rd in the league at 85.45 to the Oilers' 25th position, 75.88. As far as injuries go, the Oilers are healthy. Knock on wood. They are fully healthy. The only one that's out is Oscar Klefbom, but he's pretty much a write-off. RNH returns tonight. They're looking good. San Jose, on the other hand, have Simic, LeBlanc, Ferraro, Hill, and Knighton out. Let's get into the first period. Very good pace, I thought, in this first period, as there was a really good calmness, I would say, with the defensive teams. They were pinching at the right time. They were very fluent. It was very well played first period for the Oilers. It really looked like these guys that just came into the team were well known on how to play with this group of people. So it didn't look like they missed a beat, essentially. The one thing that I did notice is Derek Brassard is now occupying the number 16, formerly worn by Tyler Benson. So I guess the writing is on the wall when it comes to Tyler Benson. As far as Kulik goes, he is wearing number 27. The Oilers were taken to the Sharks. It was 7-1 the first 8 minutes. For the Oilers, as they, like I said, they just had a calm demeanor. One thing I noticed in previous years watching the Oilers, they play panic, hot potato puck hockey, and it used to always drive me nuts. They're a very thoughtful team now. They actually take a moment to kind of think of what they have to do. No scoring after the first period, no penalties after the first period. It all changed in the second period, however. As San Jose Sharks get on the bird first, it was Eric Carlson, his 10th of the year, at 108 from Hurdle and Meg and Meyer. This one, I don't know what the hell Mike Smith was doing on this play. I have no comprehension. I have no explanation, nothing. He was belly flopping. I don't know. He was so out of position. I don't know. I don't understand it. It almost looked like he got tripped or something. Like he was so out of the play, and I didn't understand it. And it continued. His sloppiness continued, and then he started tightening up, and he made one hell of a save later in the period as he robbed, I think it was Eric Carlson. But anyway, yeah, so Mike Smith didn't look good on that. Edmonton get a power play. Neal 2 minutes for tripping, and Yamamoto makes good on a very good San Jose PK as he scores on the power play from McLeod. And we have a 1-1 game. Then Draisaitl, his 43rd. I think Draisaitl is going to hit 50 here pretty soon here, unassisted. So we finish the period 2-1, and we go into the third period. And shortly into the third period, Jack Michaels, the Oilers play-by-play voice for Sportsnet, mentions that Draisaitl's goal in the second period ties for German-born players at 242 Marco Sturm for NHL goals. So way to go, Leo. Like, we got such a gem in Leo and McDavid. They need to make a cup run here in the next year or two. Like, it would be such a disappointment if they don't. Then Mike Smith takes a kind of a bad penalty here as he clotheslines a San Jose Shark. However, the Sharks looked absolutely silly on this power play as Zach Hyman basically went figure skating. He went end to end, this side, that side. He killed probably 1 minute off by himself. So it was actually so funny that as he was skating to the bench to get off the ice, the boys on the bench were laughing at him in disbelief. But yeah, San Jose did not look very good there. It looked like actually, to be honest with you, San Jose did not look good tonight at all. They did not. They looked so disinterested in the game compared to the other games. I think they're just a team that knows they're not going to make the playoffs, and they kind of lost their fight and their will. Logan Couture also got hurt in the second period. I didn't mention that as he took a shot that hit him in the back and he left for the rest of the game. So that also hurt them a little bit too. Then Derek Brassard gets his first as an Oiler as he just dumped it in. He was trying to actually make a pass to Ryan Nugent-Hopkins. Ryan Nugent-Hopkins either loses his balance or something. He kind of went kind of awkwardly down. It was thought initially that it was tipped by Nugent-Hopkins into the net, but it was Derek Brassard's goal. His first as an Oiler at 6:49 from Puljujarvi and Bouchard. And 29 seconds later, Thomas Hertl scores for the Sharks to make it a 3-2 game. San Jose later take another penalty. Draisaitl makes good on it from a beautiful feed from McDavid. 4-2, and then McDavid feeds Evander Kane for an empty netter right at the end of the game. 5-2 is your final. Edmonton Oilers are still doing still playing very good hockey. They're heating up at the right time and they're healthy at the right time. We got the Battle of Alberta on Saturday. We'll talk soon, guys.